Hello everybody, and welcome back to Donut Like, Donut Read. I am Adam at your service, and with me today I have Clemens.
Hello there.
And Julius.
Hey.
And celebrating Father's Day, as someone who recently became a father, I figured we should go find some stories that are all about fathers. And boy, does fanfiction.net have a good assortment of that.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So these we have some interesting ones today. They're all a little bit different, and they're all, just like the lousy Father's Day gift you probably gave to your dad when you were a kid, we have some lousy stories for us to enjoy here that were also half-assed. So, the first one is called An Offer That Is Denied by The Daily Dude. It's a Sonic story. Clemens, why don't you take this one?
Short, but I tried to make it long for the contest, but I failed a Father's Day story, comic characters, Tails, and Amadeus, his father.
Oh wow, Amadeus. Amadeus crossover. Yeah, a little Amadeus crossover. I don't think. Does anyone outside of Germany know that cartoon?
I was thinking of the movie Amadeus.
Yeah, that's probably more well known. Also, probably a better piece of media. Maybe a tad bit better.
Apparently, Amadeus is the name of Tails' dad in the comics. So,
wow, I didn't know that.
I guess we have to respect it, even though it is a
Do we have
funny
to
thing to name his
respect
dad.
it? Do we? Would we also have to respect whatever Sonic's canon name was at one point in the comics, like something Gilvy Hedgehog? Do we have to respect Buck-O the Hedge as well?
Yeah. Sometimes you can just reject canon, and if anyone gets mad at you, you just say, fuck it, you know? What are they gonna do? Mind wipe you?
We start with an author's note. Since it is Father's Day, and in my forum there was a competition to write 1,000 words in 15 minutes, I decided to it about the father of Sonic's very best friend, Miles, Tails Prower. He only exists in the comics and his name is Amadeus Prower.
Okay.
Don't blame me if this can't happen because of something that happened in the comics or something a lot like this happened in the closet.
What?
What?
In the closet?
Oh no. Whoever's in the closet, we hope you feel safe enough to come out.
Yeah.
I just read a page about Amadeus and some stuff he did in the comics, but that is okay. There will be other characters that you probably won't know about because you never read the comics like me, so I will introduce them now.
Why not
you.
just make up characters? If you haven't even read the comics, why even use characters from them? Just make up the dead for Tails, it's okay.
Yeah. Just say it's the comic verse, too. Like, people will either know or they won't know what Archie Sonic is all about, you know? Also, 1,000 words in 15 minutes I don't know, like, I probably wouldn't be able to write something good in that amount of time, you know? Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, that's very
I'm a slow
little.
typist.
I mean, I could probably write 1,000 words, maybe, but it wouldn't be good is the issue, because, like, it wouldn't be good anyway, but it would be extra not good because I couldn't revise anything.
Yeah, like, 1,000 words isn't that much to me. I've written a lot longer before, but it's a matter of, like, 1,000 words in 15 minutes and somehow making it a good story. That seems like a tall ask. I mean...
Also, I'm wondering, do you have to, if you're timing this, do you have to make the story up and then write it down in 15 minutes? Or can you make up the plot beforehand?
Probably. It wasn't really clear. It sounds like he just
minutes?
decided to make it on the fly. That's a lot. Again, he clearly didn't make it. If you look at the word count here, you can tell he didn't make it. But, yeah.
Amadeus Prower, father of Miles Tails Prower. Rosemary Prower, mother of Miles Tails Prower. Elias Acorn, Sally Acorn's brother and king at this time of the story. Now the real story starts now. An offer that is denied. Amadeus Prower, the father of Miles Prower, was a great commander. During a great war, he and his wife, Amadeus power.
Wait.
What?
I thought that wasn't his wife. He married himself.
Went up to Castle Acorn. He confronted the ruler, Elias Acorn. He walked up to him and tried to reason with him to stop the Great War, but Elias did not listen or back down of ruling the kingdom. If you want to stop the Great War, ask the characters from Horseland. They will appear and help. He tried, but still no use, which caused the fact of Amadeus and Elias to battle. The battle went on for quite a time until Sally Acorn came in.
That's a weird way of saying it. It caused the fact that they battled. They just decided to throw hands in the middle of the throne room.
With her, everything became more reasoning, and they dealt out the decision to make the Acorn Council. The Acorn Council would be made out of 7 members, with one of them being the king, so only 6 spots were left. Amadeus was offered this position and even had a chance to be elected but refused. So they first offered him the position and he didn't want it. When they said, hey, we could put you on the poll and people could elect you, and he still refused.
He was not about... no one man should have all that power. It's actually concerning that King Acorn apparently didn't have a council before this. He just did shit. And when people try to tell him not to, he would fight them.
Yeah, people would try to reason with him, but it would be of no use, which caused the fact of the matter that they were fighting.
Yes, dude sounds a little corrupt. It's probably a good thing he had a council after that.
Yeah.
Later on, Rosemary asked why he hadn't joined, and Amadeus just responded with, "If I did, I wouldn't stay with my son." Later on, Amadeus joined back into his rightful place as general in the war against Dr. Ivo Robotnik. I can't see my son in my cushy council seat, but I can see him in my war tent.
Yeah, what the fuck? This makes no sense.
It doesn't make much sense, does it? Yeah.
Sorry, people, and Cream96 who came up with the idea, but my idea came out too short, and I just didn't have enough time to continue. Plus, I just ran out of ideas. I could restart my idea, but for some reason my air conditioner not working so well. It is very hot in my house, and with the heat outside, well, at least where I live, it is really hard to work anywhere. It should be fixed soon, and maybe once it is fixed, I will restart the story.
They didn't.
The actual story was just 189 words. That is without the bolded and italicized parts. I used my word count, my option. If you count the whole thing, the story is 460 words. Wow. I need to work harder on the real work and not this junk. Anyway, please comment and check out my other stories.
Yeah, fanfics are stupid anyway. I'm gonna do some real work.
Yeah, but poor Daily Dude, it's been like 2000 times and nobody repaired his air conditioner.
Aww.
That's the work you should get to, repairing his air conditioner.
Like, here's the thing. I don't blame the guy for writing a lousy story if he only had 15 minutes to write 1,000 words. I do think that's a tall ask. But you didn't have to post your half-baked idea on the site if you didn't like it.
Just take the L and move on. You don't need to... I mean, this was barely a story. This was more... Yeah. This was more of a summary that you would then use to write a fleshed-out story.
Yeah, like... Either flesh it out on your own time, not because of a contest, but because maybe you care about the idea, or just don't do it. It's okay to say, you know what, this story is not good, maybe I don't need to post it. You know, it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
And we got one review by by Angelus Alvus. The idea is interesting, but you should have tried to make it a longer story. At least 1 page long. Yeah, Fyodor, you ate 1 page long. I believe that. I know it's hard when you're out of ideas and time, but I suggest you to think and develop the story. Take your time, think about the details, and when you have some time, you can write it.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Good advice, except eating the page. I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, don't eat the page.
All right. The next story is called Volturi Love. It's a Twilight fanfiction.
Oh yeah.
It's by Lily Cullen Volturi.
Remember when Edward didn't know about 9/11, even though he's like hundreds of years old?
Yeah, he didn't know about 9/11. He
Just hadn't been paying attention.
Yeah, Edward's not very smart. Yeah, I don't even know if he's in this one, but... And I see the word that Cullen is part of the author's name, and since the character's name is Lily, maybe he was supposed to be at some point?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Someone take that intro for me.
When one day Lily comes home to find the Volturi sitting in her living room. Not 1 or 3. And her mom telling her that a special Volturi is her fater? Her fater? Is this fate? Her world starts to spin. Sorry, not good at summaries. Oh, that's always a good sign.
Yeah, always a good... It's funny, also the Volturi is not one person. The Volturi is a bunch of vampires.
Yeah, they're all sitting in her living room.
Yeah, that's gotta be awkward.
And the Fater is a guy who's just a chill for Fate. He's like, hey, you should check out the Fate live streams where there are some characters like Adam Razor.
Just who the hey do you think I am?
Stupid Red sister line. Who bought me a $9,000 bike.
All right. Chapter 1. Lily Pov.
So I'll see you Monday?
Bree asked me before we got of the bus, smiling.
Oh, great. I love Brie, my favorite cheese.
In America, Brie might be short for Brianna or something, but...
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Have fun at the dance tonight, I said, hugging her. She smiled.
I will. What are you gonna do while everyone is at the dance?
She asked me, looking straight into my eyes. Oh, you know, studying for the French test. Go online and watch that Felix won't do anything too stupid. See ya, Brie.
Yeah, that cheeky Felix.
The Brie is spelled differently now. I said, smiling while hugging her again. You know, and when I was in high school, I had so many friends named Mike, so we had to give them all nicknames. This is kind of worse, where there's Brie with an E and Brie with an A.
Yeah.
As I was walking the familiar path, I was thinking, which I've been doing a lot lately. I should hope so. I recently found out that my dad was not my dad.
He was a demon, in fact.
Dad or demon. He was Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
And my mother was Metal Sonic. For some reason.
Everything goes back to my life with Tails.
Yeah, everything goes back to the city of Sega.
Is Browser Jr. one of the Volturi? We'll find out. He was my stepdad. I wondered who was my real dad. What he looked like. Why he left mom when she was still pregnant with me. I was listening to Take It Off. Take It Off.
Wrong off, I assume.
Take It Off.
No, it's a postmodern name.
Take It Off by Kesha. When I walked into my house, I walked past the living room where people were sitting. Hold on. What?
What?
What? Say what? What the heck? There were 15 people. Her living room is huge.
Yeah.
all pale, red-eyed. I scanned the room to find my mom sitting with a blonde dude. Dude! What the hell? He freaking looked like me.
Is this for crossover with the last story? Is this the Daily Dude?
Oh my gosh. What if every story we ever covered is actually in the same universe?
Oh god, the extended fanfic universe.
Oh no.
Lily?
Mom asked from the sofa, smiling softly. Yes, Mom? I asked, wide-eyed, feeling my heartbeat faster than ever. Every frightened one of them looked at me as if they heard my heartbeat. Hold on. They're pale. They have red eyes. 1 minute, Mama. I yelled as I ran upstairs to my room, grabbing my favorite ancient book.
Oh, what?
How many ancient books does she have? And running back downstairs to where they were all sitting still as a statue. So she just thinks were is where.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, at least she's consistent. Just like with the Franken.
Yeah. She's consistent with where and frightened, but not with Bree. Some friend. I sat down in my beanbag chair, crossing my legs and opening the book, finding the place I was looking for.
All vampires possess supernatural beauty, allowing them to lure and prey. Their skin is flawless and has the texture and feel of marble, and direct sunlight it sparkles. Newborn vampires have bright, red eyes.
So they're all newborns?
They're all new vampires.
If a vampire chooses to drink human blood, the most revitalizing kind of blood for a vampire, then their eyes will fade to a deep crimson over the course of a year. If they feed on animal blood, like the Collins,
Whoa! Wait, her book talks about the Collins?
I guess,
weird.
I guess they're an ancient family, so her favorite ancient books talks about them.
I guess, yeah.
Their eyes fade to golden in color over a few months.
You know, this is only partly related, but I recently kind of watched Morbius, and because like vampires and all, and I thought, I asked myself, like, what if he hadn't been injecting himself with, like, vampire bat DNA? What if it had been fruit bat DNA? Would it be, like, raiding the fruit aisle in the supermarket? Like, bite into eating oranges like a savage, like, biting into them, making a whole mess. No.
I'm trying to remember if, Twilight ever talked about, like, different blood types tasting different. I've actually read the first 3.5 Twilight books, so it was so long ago.
I haven't, so I wouldn't know.
You're not missing much.
Regardless of male preference, all vampires' eyes grow darker with thirst, eventually fading to black, and they only tire from lack of blood. All vampires are described as having supernatural strength with the ability to uproot trees, throw cars, and crush metal. Yeah, really
only
ancient
those things.
book. Really ancient book talking about cars.
Yeah, they can throw my Benz Model 1, whatever it was called.
Yeah, but they can only do those things. They can throw cars, but if the truck comes up, they can't throw that.
Yeah, it is ancient because back when it was written, not everybody in the US drove a Ford F-150 or bigger. Newborn vampires are known to be exceptionally strong during their first year because of the excessive amount of human blood still in their systems. Vampires have very keen senses and are able to see and hear clearly for miles and move with such speed that they become a blur to human eyes.
The blue blur.
We haven't talked about this yet, but why like certain parts of it are just bold for some reason. I don't. Is that just are just like taking the description parts or something? Or
That's what's gonna be on the test.
oh, okay. Good. Thank you, author, for clarifying. I appreciate the support.
They are immortal and difficult to destroy, only permanently killed when dismembered and then burned, as their bodies continue to move even after being detached.
Ew.
Vampires are unable to sleep, and thus spend all days and nights awake. After the transformation from human to vampire, a certain ability becomes enhanced, sometimes resulting in a specialized skill. While not definite, the theory behind these special abilities is that the power is reminiscent of the individual's original personality. So I guess there are top vampires and bottom vampires.
Just like ponies.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, that's where the top boy thing was from. Now I remember.
Oh.
Some vampires have no special abilities and instead have a prominent personality or physical trait from their human life magnified.
Sometimes they have a pornographic personality. Wouldn't want to miss out on that.
Imagine though, like that is in Twilight. The vampires have special abilities. Imagine like your friend gets the ability to see the future. You get the ability. Your other friend gets the ability to read minds. But instead of getting a power, you become more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Because you just got a prominent personality trait.
Also, I just want to say, what an exposition dump. I think that paragraph was longer than the rest of the story up to this point.
Yeah. I think, and this is mostly what is in the books, I think people reading Twilight already know all this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to just tell us all right here.
You can also convey the story, these information bits, like, one at a time, and especially because now you have these vampires at your house, and you're gonna be explained that your father was a vampire. Why don't they explain this to you? Why does she have to, like, take her book out and read a whole ass paragraph?
Yeah, it's
especially because
it's like the author didn't really think this through.
Some of this information wasn't even essential.
Yeah. And vampires. They we're bloody vampires. They we're. So she realizes she's one too, I guess. At that moment, my phone rang and I picked it up. What? I growled. I growled. Is that how you spell growled?
I don't know.
Whoa, growled? Wait.
I guess one of them has to be wrong.
Okay, I guess this is Bella talking now.
Can I take Bella?
Yeah, take Bella.
Lily?
I heard Bella's voice speaking to me. Yeah, Bells? What's up? I guess she knows Bella too, okay.
Of course.
I asked, wondering why she'd call me now and today.
Not much. Wanna meet at the park? We have to tell you something.
She said a bit nervous. Sure, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
What about the vampires that are in your home? What the fuck is this? Author, did you forget?
The author literally forgot that there was a plot point hanging out downstairs.
This was literally a few paragraphs wrong. That was the only thing that has happened. How could you forget that?
I replied, smiling at the thought of seeing everyone again. It's been, 2 years since we last saw each other? Oh well, I sighed, hanging up, and turned towards them. So, you're vampires.
Okay, so she
I asked, casually, smiling slightly. So they just hung out there while she read her book and then called a friend, and it's all staring at the girl the whole time.
We could have told you all of this. You didn't have to read it out. Also, why did you read that out loud in front of us? That's kind of weird. It's kind of patronizing.
The reviews are positive, surprisingly. Baker Street is Last Refuge of Hope says, a great story, very well written.
Baker Street is last refuge of hope, huh? You think this person was a Sherlock fan?
Probably. It's a very weird Sherlock name to give yourself, though. The next story is called What a Happy Father's Day by The Moon's Berserk. It's a Kingdom Hearts story. You can't see me doing the air quotes because it does not feel like it's really not a Kingdom Hearts story.
Yeah,
I think we can all agree
it's Kingdom Hearts, and the cover image is a boy that's an anime boy wearing a topless shirt, so this has to be good.
He's got golden eyes. Is he also a vampire?
Maybe. The golden honey.
Yeah, and the description says, rant, rant, rant. Smiley face.
Great. That tells me so much of what to expect in this.
Yeah, Julius, I want you to try for your Oscar with this one.
Okay. So, Father, yet another day devoted to you. But I'm not going to call, not going to visit. I'll just go on about my day, just like any other. I remember last year. You had the nerve to call the next day, wondering why I hadn't wished you a happy Father's Day. I didn't answer. I simply hung up the phone. But why, you ask? Because, Father, once you left that day, did you ever come back? Every day you live your life and I doubt you think of me. Except that you're actively calling me, but whatever. So, isn't it a fair trade? I don't think of you. You're as non-existent to me as I was when my mother, that's an underline for some reason, decided she didn't want you anymore. Maybe you should have stopped fucking around, huh? I recall when I was two how you didn't show up. It was Christmas. You told me you were coming. You never showed up. I never asked for you again. Yes, I remember that far back. And yes, I was smart enough to realize even back then that you didn't care about me. Today I saw my brother's dad come over. Offered to take him to the movies. He got excited and went to get dressed. Then ditched him for his girlfriend. My brother cried, hurt, because he cares. You don't come around at all, and I try to care, just because I'm supposed to. But I don't. I have no emotions, Dad. Not anymore. I was once caring, but that was destroyed. By you and her. So, if you're looking for a happy Father's Day, you won't get one. Not from me. Not now. Not ever. Yeah, so this was just me ranting pretty much. As you can see, I find this day useless. I don't know why I made it KH or Riku, but yeah, get used to this. Then, 2 opening parentheses, release unknown emotions through a fanfic, no closing parentheses. Sincerely, Riku's wife. What? Okay.
Bravo. Man, clearly the author was working through something, right?
I guess.
Yeah, if writing it down helped them through some emotions, good for them.
So
yeah, but
am I getting this right? This dad actively seeks out his children specifically to ditch them? Because like he was telling the brother he would meet him, but then he ditched him for his girlfriend or something? Or was that the brother ditching the father for his girlfriend? No, it couldn't be. Like some parts I don't really get.
Yeah, this is, I mean, again, it's weird. It's okay to, you know what, if you want to write stuff to help you process emotions, that's great. it's just weird you posted it as a fanfic, especially in Kingdom Hearts when it has nothing to do with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, but Princess of Rose disagrees with you. They say, nice backstory for Rico. I also like the almost poetic format you used.
Almost poetic.
I guess that's why he and Sora fought so much. You know, the punching in his eye socket stuff and all.
He just had daddy issues the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. So, the final story is called Ash's Dad by Girls of Destiny.
Hooray, we got Pokemon again.
Yeah, we always circle back to shitty Pokemon stories.
What do you mean shitty? The Nate stories were masterpieces.
No, I mean the Nate stories were the exception.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Everything else, yeah. I will.
We gotta find our own betrayal of our story.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I also really liked. Also, The End was a beautiful story, wasn't it, Clemens?
Yeah.
Oh, Father's Day in Celadon City. Disclaimer. That's not how you spell disclaimer. Disclaimer. I don't own Pokemon, so please don't sue me. I'm not making money off of this. I wish. Wait. You wish you weren't making money? So you are making money off of this. Guys, call the Pokemon company. We gotta... Someone's profiting off their intellectual property again.
That's a major no-go.
You think it's strange that the author is making money? I have to pay every pop-up when I open a story for us to read, and you are doing it for free?
Yeah. Yeah, we actually paid money to look at this story. That's how committed we are.
Someone please help me reorganize my finances. Rent 700 euros. Reading bad fan fiction 20,000 euros. Please, my family is starving. Read less fan fiction. No.
Alright. Ash's dad. While Ash was walking in Celadon City, he spotted a poster. Written on it was, and I guess this is their poster format, //// Father's Day Festival, starting on June 20th. It's a day for fathers. No shit. Make it as a surprise for your dads, pops, and fathers.
But you didn't tell me where it was. How am I supposed to go to the... You didn't give a time or a place. How am I supposed to take my dad to the Father's Day Festival if I don't know where?
That's why you had to make it a surprise that even you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
///. Ash sighed as he read the poster. Brock and Misty was with him. They knew how he felt without his dad. Especially Misty. She had never seen her dad when she was 8.
But she saw him afterwards. She saw him when she was 10.
Yeah, but 8 is such a formative year, it's really bad if you don't see your parent for this year.
Yeah, after that, it's too late.
Yeah. Also, I guess, we already know that Professor Oak is Ash's dad, but Delia Ketchum is willing to wait hundreds and hundreds of years to tell him that. Reference back to Nate. Misty had thought Ash's dad was dead, but she had a feeling that the gang would meet him.
Just a random feeling.
Yeah, he's gonna rise from the dead and greet them one day. It's gonna be great.
She's like Darkness the cat, like Dark/Ness. She just had a dream where it happened.
It was a cool day on June 10th. Just 10 more days until the festival, Ash thought. In Pallet Town, Ash's mom decided to invite her husband for dinner on June 20th in Celadon City, where Ash supposed to meet with his friends. Mrs. Ketchum, though she could even go to the festival with Ash's friend's family. What?
What?
She would go to the festival with Ash's friend's family, but not
Ash.
Her son.
Whatever.
Like, oh, I like Brock's family better. I'm going to hang out with them. She jot down the plans and the information that she knew about Misty's parents and Brock's parents. She did know her son said something through the phone that they were two gym leaders. Of course. What?
Of course.
Of course. Shout out to the Street Fighter 2 movie. Beautiful cinema. She went to the phone book and dialed the first gym that held the Boulder badge, then the second gym that held the Cascade badge.
Yeah, the Cascade badge, or as I call it, the Cascade.
Yeah, so I think they found Brock's dad pretty early in the anime, so him working at the gym makes sense, but I don't think you ever meet Misty's parents, and it's not Misty or her parents who are running the gym, it's her sisters.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, it's a weird AU. 5 days later, Brock said he needed to go to the Celadon Mart to buy presents for his dad.
Who need presents when you don't know your own dad?
But they went anyway. I mean, there's other reasons to go shopping, you know.
Yeah, like food to survive.
Yeah. On the third floor, filled with shoppers, Ash saw someone that almost resembles him. He took a closer look.
It's Red!
He had them... It's Red.
Finally.
Is Red Ash's dad?
Maybe.
He had the messy hair like Ash. He had some Pokeballs with him, and most of all, his voice.
My voice was like that, but his was more with low tone.
He wondered if it was his dad, so he came closer. Then someone jerked him away. Misty was showing him a bike she wanted to repay her. She wanted to repay her back.
She wanted to repair herself back.
Yeah. This was an exercise in forgiveness. She forgave him for what happened.
You see, Ash, what you're making me do? I'm repaying myself because you won't fucking do it.
He was disappointed, but he had a picture in his mind of him.
Okay.
At Ash's house, Mrs. Ketchum had everything planned down. Now all she needed was her husband. She had a little memory of his cellophane number.
Wait, isn't that a material? Cellophane. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he had. She had his plastic wrap or something.
But still remembers them. It's kind of fucked up also. I guess she's not like divorced. He's still her husband, but her son doesn't know him or that he's still alive.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah, that's weird.
How come all these stories make Mrs. Ketchum an asshole?
I mean, maybe this is just her being stupid. I mean, it's Selena, so that's possible.
She dialed
1-900-4903.
Yeah, don't dial that number. It probably doesn't lead anywhere important. I hope that wasn't the author's number. Now, and it's also, I mean, you could just put 555 in the middle of your number and no one will be able to reach anything, but whatever. Now is the time to wait for him to answer.
You also don't have to give any number in specific. There's literally no reason.
Yeah, it is weird. 2 more days later, Ash found Pokemon battles along the way with bug catchers. This one bug catcher, but nothing possessive. But won every single one. Misty also found someone, a gentleman, complaining about his chipped bike. What?
No, don't tell me. No, I read ahead. Oh god.
Don't read. You gotta keep it fresh. For what he looked like, messy on one side of his orange hair and combed on the other. He looked rich too. Nice. You just hit the jackpot, Misty. Your dad is rich.
He's rich, but he can't afford to replace his chipped bike.
Yeah, he also can't afford to send his daughter, like, child support payments, apparently.
Or to upkeep the gym and not have it run by, like, models without any, like, Pokemon experience, whatever.
Yeah, parents in this universe just suck, but I guess that makes sense when parents allow their kids just to leave home and travel the world without supervision.
Yeah.
She knew a long time ago her rich father had built the Cerulean Gem. Clemens, you can take this line.
Maybe he's my dad.
Misty murmured to herself,
I
but
really
shook her head and went
I
on.
really like that her father just happens to also complain about having a destroyed bike. That's so fucking stupid, I'm sorry.
Yeah, getting your bike destroyed is a genetic trait.
Will Brock's dad show up and he also just asks out and Nurse Joy's out? Come on,
I
man.
hope so. At least Brock's dad actually exists. On Father's Day, they decided to go to the festival to see what's going on. On the far side was the party with Ash's mom, and on the other parents of Brock and Misty. Oh, well, party with Ash's mom and the other parents, okay. As the gang saw the happy faces of the kids... Wait, is the gang Ash's mom? His gang?
Guess,
Oh,
yeah.
that's weird. I figured, usually the author would say the gang. You would kind of assume they were talking about the characters who are the main characters, but whatever. He spotted the same man he saw at the store. He came over to take a closer look. That man that he saw was talking to his mom. Brock and Misty saw the same thing, so they all ran to them. Everyone was there. Their mom. Not Brock's, though.
Yeah, fuck Brock.
Wow. I mean, I think his mom is dead, so that's legit.
Okay.
There was lots of laughter, too. Ash meets his parents, Misty meets her parents, and Brock met again with his dad. Oh,
Wow, so emotional.
That was-
One paragraph.
yeah. We
One
don't get any sort of...
paragraph dedicated to the segment we've been building towards this whole time.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like there's an emotional, like, hey, Dad, why the hell do you leave? Why did you never come find me? Mom, why the hell didn't you say anything? Nope, it's all good. There's no drama here.
All the time we've been building towards this, and then it's like, yeah, and then I guess they met.
Until dawn, they all needed to go home. Misty went with her family, Brock went with his brothers, sisters, and his pop, and Ash went home bike riding with his mom and dad. They chatted along the way on their three-seated bike.
Jesus. That's a bitch to steer.
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever been on a tandem bicycle, those are hard to turn. It's different. They felt like a family. They act like a family. They are a family. Writer... Sit, no, come on, author.
Censoring this.
Don't
Why
put
do
your...
you gotta
do
dox
that?
yourself?
Again, this was in the 2001. It was too innocent on this website.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a whole lot of nothing, right?
Yeah, did we learn anything? I guess be thankful for your dad.
Yeah, I mean... I guess all the dads in this story kind of suck. I guess Tails' dad was the best one, like, of all the stories.
Well,
At least he
went
tried
to
to do
war.
things for his son.
Well, he said that, and
Yeah.
then he went to a war.
Yeah. It sounds like he put in more effort than the other
He could have
dads,
had
though.
a position where he was safe, and he said no, because I wouldn't be able to spend time with my son. And then he went to war, which inhibited him from spending time with his son, and puts him at the risk of dying and never meeting his son again. But whatever.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess from this story, the message was that parents suck, honestly. They just don't tell any of their kids what's happening or that they exist.
But sometimes they come back, and then it's alright. And then you
And
can
you just forgive and forget.
ride a three-seat bicycle.
Hey, and in the reviews we have a real Rim Job Steve moment where I am a cannibal says, that was nicely done. It was a clean, happy fic. Good job. The one about Misty's mom.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, I mean, all the reviews are positive. It's a little... I mean, I guess... Maybe we just don't get it, guys. Maybe we don't understand the joy of parents.
Yeah. I guess we all gotta be more thankful for what we have.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to see your father again, don't leave any reviews on any of the stories we cover.
Yeah, don't do it.
We will take your father.
Yeah.
It'll be like the reverse of Taken.
Stealing your dad.
Unless, of course, you are like the Moon's Berserk and you just write rants about your father when we will bring your father to you, so...
Yeah, we'll know then that you learned your lesson.
It's not worth it to leave any reviews, only bad things happen if you do that. And if you want us to look a story... to take a look at any story or other bit media, we have a request form linked in the description. Also in the description is our Tumblr and our public Discord server where we sometimes hang out. Just recently, Julio streamed a Super Mario 64 ROM hack.
Yeah, I guess.
And remember, if you do not like, do not read.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.